Hey there, welcome. So, in the restaurant business, we are absolutely obsessed with what goes on inside our four walls, right? The kitchen, the dining room, we fine-tune everything. But today, we're going to look beyond that. We're diving deep into a part of the business that's almost always ignored. But honestly, it can be the one thing that makes or breaks you.
So let's really think about this for a second. You've poured your heart and soul into the perfect vibe, the perfect menu. But what happens the moment your food goes out the door? Or what about everything that happens before your ingredients even arrive? That whole giant invisible journey, that's where the real game is won or lost.
You know, we all know the two main pillars of a restaurant. You've got your front of house, that's the whole customer experience, and then you have the back of house, the engine, the kitchen. But there's a third piece to this puzzle, a critical one, the outside of house, or OHO. This is the missing link, the part that actually connects your restaurant to the entire outside world.
And I love this analogy. If you think of your restaurant as a living, breathing thing, then the outside of house is its circulatory system. It's what brings in all the lifeblood, the ingredients, the supplies, to feed the kitchen, and then it pumps the finished product, your amazing food, out to the customers. If it's not working right, the whole system just collapses. So what is the outside of house, really? Well, it's not just one thing. The best way to picture it is like a super busy two-way street of stuff coming in and stuff going out, all day, every day.
So here's the official definition for you. OE is basically every single thing that happens outside your building. It starts way back with the supplier's truck pulling up, and it doesn't end until that bag of food is sitting on your customer's doorstep. It's the whole journey.
Okay, let's talk about that two-way street. First up is the inbound lane. This is all the stuff coming to you. We're talking fresh produce, meat and dairy, your coffee guy, all the packaging and paper goods, shoot, even those frantic runs to Restaurant Depot when you run out of something. Getting this flow right is step one to controlling your sanity and your costs.
And then, of course, you've got the outbound lane. This is all about getting your incredible food out to the people who want it. And it's more than just one-off deliveries, right? It could be a massive catering order, your weekly meal prep customers, and yeah, every single takeout order that goes out the door, whether the customer grabs it or a delivery driver does. And you know, that brings us right to the heart of the issue for so many restaurants today. That outbound lane, it's been almost completely hijacked by third-party delivery apps. And frankly, it's causing a huge problem. The numbers here really tell the story, and it's not a pretty one. Let's say you have a $20 order. Awesome. But then the app swoops in and takes a commission of 20, maybe even 30%. In an industry where margins are already razor thin, that fee can literally wipe out your entire profit. You could even lose money on the sale. You're doing all the hard work just to line someone else's pockets.
But you know what? It's not even just about the money. This is the crucial part. The second you hand your food to a third-party driver, some random person you've never met, never trained, you are handing over your entire reputation. Their attitude, the way they look, how they handle that food, that's now the face of your brand. That's a scary thought. Okay, so that sounds pretty bleak, I know. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. The solution is actually pretty straightforward. It's time to take back control by building your own team. And honestly, it's probably not as complicated as you think. Which, of course, leads to the big question every single restaurant owner has on their mind. When does it actually make sense to hire my own driver? Like, what's the break-even point? Is there some magic number? Well, yes, there is. And that magic number, that tipping point, is somewhere between 30 and 40 deliveries a day. That's it, just 30 to 40. For a lot of places, that's completely, totally doable. Let's just do some quick back-of-the-napkin math here. Say you do 30 deliveries and you charge a $6 delivery fee. Which, by the way, people are totally used to paying thanks to places like Domino's. Well, 30 times 6 is $180 a day. That's more than enough to pay a driver a good hourly wage, and they still get to keep all their tips. All of a sudden, delivery goes from being a giant expense to a new source of revenue. It becomes a profit center. All right, so let's say you're on board. You see how this could work. But how do you actually do it? How do you build this dream team? Don't worry, we've got the playbook right here. So first things first, you have to completely change your mindset. You are not hiring drivers. You are hiring brand ambassadors. And the screening is so simple. Forget resumes. You're looking for three things, three non-negotiables: a genuine smile, someone who can make eye contact, and someone who communicates clearly. That's it. Those simple things tell you everything you need to know about who can represent your brand with care. So once you hire these great people, you train them. And there's a fantastic framework for this, kind of like commandments for delivery. These aren't just rules, they're a whole philosophy. Things like never ask for tips, earn them, or introduce yourself and the restaurant by name. Little things that turn a simple transaction into a memorable, positive experience for the customer.
And I'm just going to leave you with this last thought, which is a little provocative but so true. A well-trained, professional, friendly delivery team can create such an amazing customer experience that it builds rock-solid loyalty. It proves that mastering your outside of house isn't just about moving boxes from point A to point B. It's about building a connection so strong that your customers will keep coming back no matter what.